Hello and welcome back to the fourth and final part of my Spider-Man 2000 Let's Play. Yeah, this game has been great so far. I've really enjoyed playing it again. If you hadn't watched the previous videos, I'd suggest going back to watch them before you watch this one, because it's kind of spoilery, especially for the ending of the game. Yeah, so part 3 ended up with us beating Mysterio up, and he told us about the warehouse on the waterfront, so we're heading there now.
What's up?
Spider-Man's to watch this cutscene.
What range?
100 yards, maybe. Easy shot.
Very funny, Frank.
Huh? He spotted me, but how could he? I lost him.
What happened?
He took out my scope.
Hey, tough guy. Sorry about that expensive lens, Punisher.
Something tells me we have the same objective here. That's the place. Warehouse 65. We can team up. You cover my back.
Huh. No thanks, Mr. Death Wish. I'd like to keep the body count low, if you don't mind.
Fair enough.
Punisher's guns can't solve this problem. Gotta play this one my way.
Ah, the cliché seedy waterfront warehouse. Although, I'm guessing that this particular warehouse has a bit more in store for the webhead than even he can imagine.
Oh, more symbiotes. Looks like the old Spidey luck is holding out.
So yeah, one of the
Have to clean this place up too.
things I didn't actually mention in the other videos was the Stan Lee voice narration for the openings to each of the beginning levels of the chapters. I think that's really cool. It kind of makes you feel like it's a comic book and he's sort of telling you the story. Yeah, it's a nice touch that. So anyway, yeah, we are in the warehouse now and we're doing some more of the destruction of the symbiote generators. So yeah, unfortunately, more symbiote enemies to fight and more generators to destroy. So yeah, this is a bit of a nap section. Just these enemies. These enemies are so annoying. Look at them. They killed me already. Nice. Yeah, also as well, that was a nice Punisher cameo there as well in that cutscene. I won't play it again, we'll just skip it, but yeah. And look, his crosshair there looks the same as when we were climbing that building and the sniper was shooting us.
Ah, the cliché.
So I do think that was supposed to be him there as well. Yeah, so we go in here and we've got to destroy the generators. I think there is, yeah there is, I was going to say I think there's some flame web power-ups up there, so that'll help us to kill these symbiotes a bit easier. There's 2 generators down, 3 left. And we know there's one in here. I can kill that symbiote that's around. Oh, shoot that instead, fuck it. And we missed. See, this is one of the problems of the PS1 era. You know, clunky, and the camera doesn't always face you the right way, and yeah, especially in tight knit bits like that. So yeah, we'll just go back and we'll get another power up because I saw another one there. Yeah, because we don't really want to fight these without that because we're just going to lose too much health at this point. So we'll go around here into the next room. And there's 2 more generators there, so we'll just blow those real quick. 4 more symbiotes get moved. And there's the last generator. Yeah, so that should have opened the door, I think. Yeah. We could jump down the vent. And then down the next one, that's okay.
Big down there.
Bit of Die Hard now, running through vents.
I like the concrete, the dripping water, very nice.
And then we can drop down there. I thought there was a secret hidden room in that vent, but there must be another one. Yeah, it's the same bit, isn't it? Okay, let's go through here. Little Spidey sense tingling. Ah, the danger look. See, that's a cool thing. It shows that if you jump off there, you're going to die because the blade's not covered. So you got to make sure you hit the ledge. So that's quite nice. I quite like that. And then we just drop down here. I think that's the end of the level. That's locked. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Look, there was the secret room. I think there was a comic book in there. I couldn't quite stick to the wall in time. Oh well. Maybe it'd been an armor in there as well.
What a rush!
So yes, so now we've gone and broken into the underground lab that was beneath the warehouse on the waterfront. So now we're heading to the lair of the big bad. Spider-Man in the story still doesn't know it's Doc Ock, but I don't think he does at least. So yeah, we'll go through here. Yeah, so the floor is electrified, and we've got to swing to these platforms, but the only problem is they've got these laser turret guns. So it's kind of best to take them out if you can, but sometimes you can dodge. But if you touch that floor, it's pretty much game over instantly. So yeah, we'll try and get this one. In fact, fuck it, let's just go at the end anyway. And yeah, we made it through to the first area. There's health behind there, we don't need that. I will grab that web cartridge though, always comes in handy. So yeah, now we repeat that section again. Some more platforms, got to avoid the floor and avoid the guns if possible. Yeah, just swing past. Doing alright so far. Oh, I jinxed myself there. I totally jinxed myself there saying I was alright. God. I don't think there's a checkpoint either. So yeah, back at the beginning of the lab. Ugh. Okay, well, at least it's given us 7 web cartridges now, so I don't need to bother getting those. So yeah, let's swing over there. Dodge the laser. Swing to the next one. Somehow dropped, but I managed to zip out of it. Oh my god, that was quite lucky there. Okay, let's take our time with this one. Make sure we get to it. Health there, so I might as well destroy it just to be sure. Swing over, and then skip those bits in the corner. Don't need those anymore. Okay, can't swing to that. Let's go up to the second one there. Oh, getting attacked by 2 of them. Jeez. And yep, what do you know? Can't hit him from there. Okay. Health's not great now though. Tried to web it, didn't work. Oh god. Okay. Hopefully there's a health power up in this next room. In the corner maybe. Web's there. A switch. Ah, a secret room at the bottom, yes. Can't remember what's in it. Probably just a comic book. Maybe there's armour. Should probably go back and try and get it. Yeah, let's go back. Okay. And he just didn't swing. And now I've got to do all that again. Okay, fuck that room. Fuck that room. We're not going back because I'm just going to end up dying. And I didn't destroy any of the turrets there, so fuck that one. Right, come on. Swing over there. Oh, she's not swinging. There we go. Swing across. Dodge the laser, thank God. Okay, let's just get this one as well. Excellent. Okay, another two corridors to do. There we go. No one shot me, brilliant. Get rid of that one. There. Oh, quick. Oh, the other one shot me. And the one lower down got me as well through the wall of that fucking platform. Ugh. Get out of there, that's bullshit. Okay, let's grab the health. Ignore the switch this time. Yeah, fuck that room. Okay. The last one. Oh god, he didn't swing me. Jesus. Very quick, get rid of that. Someone's shooting me as well. Okay, just go over to there. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ, give me some time to get up there. Oh, it almost hit me again then. Oh, fucking hell. Right, where's that one gone? Oh, you see that? That just hit me through the wall. Oh, fuck this. Just... Oh, no. Oh. Gotta do all that again. Gotta do all that again, haven't I? Yep. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, while I'm trying to fail at doing that, let's talk about... What have we talked about? The movies. Right, Spider-Man movies. So at this point of recording, Spider-Man Homecoming has come out, and we're still a few months away from Homecoming 2. But I have to say, I think he's my least favourite Spider-Man, Tom Holland. Yeah, he's not Peter Parker for me. He's not that classic Peter Parker. He comes across as more of a hyperactive teen with like ADHD or something, you know. The whole like, oh, Mr. Stark is so amazing, oh, this is great, You film these little videos. That's not the Peter Parker I know. That's not my Peter Parker. My Peter Parker's the science nerd, the guy who's awkward around girls, and you know, he's not, you know, I don't really feel like, yeah, he's in that chess club, that spelling club or whatever it is in these films, but I don't really feel like he's a nerd. He doesn't seem like an outcast. Hell, even Flash Thompson's in that club, and it just doesn't make sense that that kid's bullying him when he's doing the same things as he is. He's just as much of a nerd as Peter. It's just dumb, and I don't like how it's like all the characters are miscast. They're not the right characters for the films. You know, there's no Harry Osborn. There's no Gwen and Mary Jane, and the MJ that they've got, the Michelle, is just awful. I just don't get it. You know, we can still have Mary Jane. They can do it differently, but she can still have the red hair and be Mary Jane. I don't see why they have to change her appearance that much. I also hate the way they don't show the origin. You know, we haven't seen him learn that with great power comes great responsibility. They didn't even use the line for fear of repeating what's gone before, but that's a crucial part of his character. You know, we didn't get to see Uncle Ben. Iron Man's kind of Uncle Ben now, and he built his suit for him. You know, Peter's an intelligent guy. He can make his own suit. I hate how he's got that Michelle. No, not Michelle. I can't remember what her name is, but the woman who talks to him for the suit. You know, he's got all these powers on. It's just dumb. Whereas the Maguire films were more classic. You had the classic set of characters. Yeah, it didn't do Gwen until the third film, but it was nice. It just felt more like Spider-Man. He had J. Jonah Jameson, the Bugle, Robbie Robertson was there, Betty Brant was there, Peter, Gwen, Harry. You know, all the classic characters were there for those films, and I just think they were better. Anyway, so yeah, we finally got past that bit, and now we're into like a central hub. I think we got to do another sort of switchy puzzle here to activate each room. So we'll just pick up that magnesium power and try and go through there and flick all the switches. I think we meet Black Cat. Yep, here we are. So we finally meet up with Black Cat, and this is probably the first time where Spider-Man realises she was actually captured. Because for all he knew, she was in hospital. So yes, he tells them that they weren't really paramedics, and that he's got to save the city. Yeah, so we're going to turn off some valves. It's the valves that are releasing all the fog into the city, so if we close them, the pressure's going to build and it will just blow up the lab. I think that's his plan right now. But yeah, so back to the films. Maguire, I think, was a better Spider-Man. He was a better Peter Parker. Yeah, he did quite a lot, but 1 and 2 especially were great. I thought his origin was the best. Don't think any of the films done the origin better than that. And there's just real heart to those films. You know, it has that romance in it as well. You know, his relationship with Mary Jane developed the most in all the films. Yeah, the villains as well. He gets the Goblin, and yeah, the Goblin suit was awful. I never liked it back when it first came out. I always wanted the classic suit with a mask, not this Power Ranger type armour. But Willem Dafoe was great as the Green Goblin. That scene in the mirror where he's talking to himself and he flicks back and forth between the personalities was great. And the end battle was brilliant as well. A bit on the bridge where it's kind of like the Gwen Stacy part with Mary Jane getting dropped, but she doesn't die in this film. And then that final fight in that like ruined, was it like a church or something? And Peter's getting the shit kicked out of him, and there's that slow-mo shot of his face where he gets punched. It's just epic. And then the Goblin like throws the wall at him, don't he? And then he gets his strength back, and he's like, "Hell no!" And he just beats the Goblin. And then that like final chat they have where he's like, "You were like a son to me. Be a son to me now." And then Peter's just there like, "I had a father. His name was Ben Parker." And then Goblin just flicks that lighter switch and ends up impaling himself because Peter jumps out of the way. And then he's like, "Don't die, Harry." And just dies. It was great. And then the way it ends at the funeral, and he's there, he kisses Mary Jane, and she's like, "I love you." And then he just tells her like, "Oh, I can only be a friend." That's all he has to give. And that final shot of him walking away from her, and he's like, she's sort of clocked with the kiss that it might be him, but she's not sure. And then he's walking away, and he's like, he does that little montage thing, not montage, that little speech. He's like, I don't know, "From this day on, I'll never forget these words. With great power comes great responsibility. This is my gift, my curse. Who am I? I'm Spider-Man." And then you get that final shot of Spidey swinging through New York. What an ending to a film! You know, it'd be hard to top that. And yeah, number two was arguably even better. Doc Ock was great. The train sequence was awesome. It was just such a brilliant film. And then they kind of ruined it with 3. Yeah, ruined it. But anyway, here we are. We're finally caught up with the main villain of the game, and now we get the reveal of who it is. And ta-da! It's Doc Ock and Carnage as well. Yes, I'll just let this cutscene play out because I've spoken way too much now.
Doc Ock?
We will work as one. It is a new world. Humanity needs the skills that my technology will give them. Symbiosis is the only way.
I should have known a reformed Doc Ock was too good to be true.
A perfect world order. Those who cannot share my vision will be crushed by it.
Speaking of crushed, it's showtime, freaks. Ooh, I smell bad, symbiote, and it ain't me.
Bring it on, Grandpa!
That was what I was thought. So Venom comes back to help you, and he's going to fight Carnage. Well, we'll take on Doc Ock. This boss fight's pretty simple. So Doc's in the middle there, he always stays in the middle. He's protected by his force field. And he will use his arms to attack us, and we've just got to run around this circular room. Wait for these switches to come down, and we're basically just powering off his force field to hit him. Yeah, eventually 4 switches will drop, and then they bring up force fields in between our bits. We sort of have to jump over them while avoiding his tentacles. Yeah, it's not too bad, this boss fight. Yeah, so we just keep trying to dodge him and then try and hit the switches when we can. And once we've hit all 4, his force field will go down and we can just wail on him a bit. Yeah, there we go, that's the 4th one. Right, hit us and stuck in the wall. And we just got to hit him as much as we can before the shield comes up and we push it out. There we go, that's not bad, that's like a quarter of his health gone already. If we do that a few more times, he'll soon be dead. Yeah, so you just basically repeat what we just done in that first wave. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't really change this boss fight, you just repeat it 3 times I think, or 4 times maybe. Yeah, it would have been nice if he, I don't know, if he did something different. Maybe if he comes out of the shield at some point and chases you around, or if he starts throwing things at you or something, it's pretty much just wait for the switches, press them all, shield breaks, hit him till the shield comes back up, repeat. But yeah, it's a bit of a disappointing final boss really, but the game's great, so you take the good with the bad, don't you, kind of thing. So yeah, we'll hit him a bit more, get out of the way of the shield coming back up, and then wait for the shields to, the switches to come back down again. But yeah, so yeah, the third film was awful, the Maguire movie. I remember getting really hyped for it because I thought they were just going to do the story the same as in the animated series, where instead of the Rhino being hired by the Kingpin to collect the rock when it crashes on the bridge, they would put Sandman in its place, and that was the villain that you were fighting. And you know, you get the whole, he gets really angry, starts shouting at people, threatens Flash Thompson, and you know, then fights Sandman with the Venom suit at the church, almost kills him, realises that he's, you know, something's wrong here, and then Venom gets the suit, and a little while later he has to fight Venom. But it wasn't, it was just so bad. The rock just came down with little explanation of what it was. It attached to his bike, didn't it, when he was on that picnic thing. And then he got the whole dance scene, which was just terrible. And Sandman's origin as well, that was nice, but I hated the way it retconned the whole Uncle Ben thing and made him the killer. I thought that was weak. And I thought the end where he just cries and says sorry, and Spidey's like, okay, I forgive you. He just sort of floats off into the distance. That was crap. And then you had the whole Harry Osborn bit, which was a bit weak, but the final battle was cool, where he teamed up with his friend again, and when he died, that shot of like the sunset or the sunrise, I can't quite remember. Yeah, it was nice, but it could have been a lot better. But I wish they had done the fourth one with Vulture and Black Cat. Yeah, it was a shame. Then we got Amazing Spider-Mans, which were, I guess the first one was alright actually. It was kind of like a Spidey 4 with Lizard anyway. And then the second one was just, it tried to do too much, and Jamie Foxx was just awful as Electro. He was just terrible. He felt like he was a character from the Batman and Robin movie. You know, you could have took him out of that Spidey film, put him in Batman and Robin, and he would have felt right at home there. He wouldn't have looked out of place. I hate when certain actors do it. They think, oh, it's a comic book movie, so I've got to ham it up like the old Batman, Adam West TV show. It's just, no, it's just not right. The only good thing about that Amazing Spider-Man 2 was the Gwen Stacy scene, and you get the web coming out and it looks like a hand. But even that was wasted because we never got to see what happened next, because they didn't make a third one. So I hope they revisit that at some point. Maybe the next reboot could be an older Spider-Man, where he's been doing it for a few years, like the Insomniac one. So we haven't got to have the whole origin and the school bit. Just go straight to the relationships and the jobs and stuff. But yeah, that was Doc Ock anyway. We made quick work with him. Now we're on to the next part of the battle. Carnage.
One down, one to go. Wonder how Venom's doing. Eddie, are you alright? Talk to me. Wake up, Brock.
Look out.
You say? That's a sonic bubble in the middle of the room. Seeing as how the only two things that symbiotes hate are fire and sonics, I'm guessing Ock made it just in case Carnage tried to double cross him.
So anyway, here's the Carnage fight. So this one is a simple fight on paper, but it's quite awkward due to control from the camera. So basically you've got to try and get him into the middle section where the sonic sound waves are going, because that will weaken him and you can hit him. But it's quite awkward to push him into it. I think you can probably web yank him in, but my tactic here is to use the impact web. But I sacrifice a hit then I use the web impact to push him in there because I've got the right angle now. So once he's in there, he's screaming and you can go in and hit him. If you stand in there normally while it's on, you will get hurt as well. So you have to push him in first. And yeah, you pretty much just repeat that until he's dead now. It's not that bad. So yeah, so Amazing Spider-Man 2 was quite weak. I didn't really like the whole family bit with his parents. There was no good payoff, but yeah, then we got Homecoming, which I thought it was a good film. I just didn't think it was a great Spider-Man movie. I don't feel like I just hated the way Iron Man was in it, and he was doing everything for him. And they kind of took the piss out of Spider-Man a bit in that, because he was quite crap. I know he's still learning it, but yeah. The Vulture was great though, I will give you that. Michael Keaton was brilliant. That scene in the car when they both figure out who they really are was great, and yeah, it was alright, but it's not the best Spider-Man movie. And of course we had Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse recently. I thought that was a good film. I don't think it was Oscar worthy though, not for the story anyway. I think he kind of won it for the animation style more than anything. Yeah, because the animation was great, but I do feel like it was just to me it felt like a story that you'd see in like a 4-part episode of a series, of a cartoon series. But yeah, it was fun. There was lots of great jokes. Miles was alright in it, but I thought he was the most boring one of the lot, really. Yeah, I've never really been a fan of Miles. I just don't. He was fine in the Ultimate one because Peter died and he carried on. But bringing him into the mainline Marvel universe where Peter Parker's already Spider-Man, I just don't see the point. And I don't think they should have called him Spider-Man. He should have been called Spider-Boy or Spider-Kid or something different, you know? Like, Ben Reilly was Scarlet Spider, so it made sense. But just having two Spider-Men the same, I just don't see the point. For me, Peter Parker is always going to be Spider-Man. I don't feel like you can have Spider-Man without Peter, because it's not like other superheroes where it's the costume. For me, Spider-Man is just as much about Peter Parker as it is about Spidey fighting the bad guys. So I just don't feel like it works. I mean, Miles is fighting all the same villains as Peter, but how does he have a background with those villains now? I don't see the point really. But the film was good. I'll give you that. The film was fun. I thought Peter was really good in it. I'm looking forward to a sequel to that. But yeah, that's Carnage defeated. We're right at the end of the game now. There's just one bit left, so we're going to make a quick save. And now we've got to fight. I think it's a brand new character specifically for this game, Monster Ock. So, well, I won't say any more. I'll just let the cutscene play out so you can see what that looks like.
Cletus Cassidy. Like I told Mysterio, no one can control the symbiotes. No one I've met anyway. Take a breather, Spidey. It's over. Well, just another day in the life. Whoa! What the? Is that Ock?
So just when you thought it was safe, the symbiote bonds with Doc Ock, and now you've got Monster Ock, and you've got a final battle. This isn't your traditional boss fight though, it's more of just a Crash Bandicoot style boulder chase really, more than anything. So the facility's blowing up, and you've got to get out, got to get back to the surface before it blows up, and you've got to try and not get caught by Doc Ock. So yeah, it's one final bit to really, there's a comment about that. It's one final bit to really make use of the swinging in the game. It also brings in the spider sense, because that will tell you when you need to zip line upwards to go up to the next floor. Otherwise you're going to hit a dead end. So you'll see the screen go orange then, I think. Yeah, so it's just, here we go, there we go. So you swing up. I'm just trying to avoid. I remember when I first played this, it took me quite a few attempts, because there's a few bits where you've got to swing, zip line up, turn, swing, and you can kind of get stuck to the walls. And yeah, if you get stuck to the walls, the chances are you're not going to get off in time before Monster Ock rather grabs you and kills you. Yeah, this is really really intense. The stakes are really high here. You've got him screaming. You can constantly see him catching up with you. And you're desperately trying to swing through these corridors as fast as possible. Yeah, it's such a cool little end to the game. Yeah, there's not much more to say for this section, but I will say this game has been really fun to play again. It's slightly showing its age. It's a bit clunky. Camera's not great. The fighting's quite limited, but I still think it's a really fun Spider-Man game to play. Even without a big open world to swing around in, there's still fun to be had here. It's a nice cartoon style story. Got great characters, great bosses in it. Yeah, it's just a fun game. You still feel like you're Spider-Man. You know, like I've said in all the other videos, it lays the foundations for all the future 3D Spider-Man games. You've got the very early beginnings of combat, the use of the web, the different webs you can do, swinging, the way you could climb on the ceilings to look down, all of that's here. Yeah, it's all there. You know, everything that Insomniac's done, there's a lot in this. Of course, yeah, the Spider-Man 2 movie game, the open world, it also takes a lot from that, but that game took a lot from this one. And yeah, I managed to do it in my first attempt, so I was pretty chuffed with that. And that's the end of Spider-Man, so I'll just let the cutscene play out, and then I'll talk to you again at the end. Thank you.
Symbiote that saved Ock. You've got to be kidding. Perfect end to a perfect day. Huh? What the?
It's a good thing Black Cat gave me a call, son.
Looks like just in time.
Hey, Spidey, can you get us Captain America's autograph?
Oh, brother.
Punisher, do you have any threes?
Go fish. So, nice of you to join us for once, Spidey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was out saving the world. Reading your guys' cards ought to be pretty easy.
Your spider sense won't save you here.
Look who's talking, Daredevil. You've been looking at my cards all night.
I don't need to look at your cards, Punisher. Your bluffs are so obvious.
Okay. Let's keep this a nice, friendly, clean game.
Who keeps inviting this guy?
Hey, will you guys keep it down?
Hey, loosen up, kids! I'm on fire!
Wait, hold on. Time out. All of you guys were working together, and you still couldn't take down Spider-Man?
It's not my fault. Doc Ock's plan was horrible. Everyone knows you can't control the symbiote.
Hey, wait! So, I'm a rhino, you're a scorpion, and he's an octopus. What's a Mysterio?
So, Rhino, you got any threes?
Hey! Hey, I got a bingo! Ha ha! You guys think you're so smart, but I won! Ha! Who's your daddy, Doc Ock? Ha ha ha! Victory is mine! You're always laughing at me, but who's crying now, huh? Ha 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 ha! Wait a minute, I made a mistake.
Okay, and that's the end of my Spider-Man Let's Play. This was my very first Let's Play, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I tried to talk about the game as well as provide a bit of commentary on other things I like Spider-Man related, so I hope you found it somewhat enjoyable. I probably waffled quite a bit, so apologies for that. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me again soon for another Let's Play. I'm not sure what my next game is going to be, but keep an eye out. I'm sure you'll see something pop up soon. So yeah, thank you very much. Until next time, goodbye.